Hello, good afternoon, children. Is my voice audible? Children, come on to the chat, and if it is audible, please type S. That's it. Yes, okay, very good, nice. And is screen visible? Screen. What about the screen? Screen, yes, sir. Very good. Thank you. Okay, children, today we are discussing about respiration in organisms, and this is the 7th class topic for NMMS students. Okay, just only some few topics are there which are questionable in the NMMS examinations. Let us discuss about what are the topics are present in this chapter. Whenever we are discussing about respiration, I think you come across in 6th class and now 7th and 8th class also this topic is there. Okay. In living organisms, so many metabolic activities takes place. In those metabolic activities, respiration is one of the metabolic activity. Okay. What about we know that people may survive without food for several days. As we know, some hunger strike, they go on a fast or hunger strike, but during time that they drink some water or other liquids at least once a day. What about the air? Don't we feel suffocated if we don't get air even for a short while? I think all of you agreed with me. It means air is a vital element for our survival. If air is not there, if we do not inhale the air, sufficient air or required or needed air, there is no life. So, air is very, very important. So, respiration occurs in all organisms. In this process, oxygen is taken and while carbon dioxide and water vapor are released. But children, remember this thing, our nose is not capable to take only oxygen. In general, we are taking oxygen and we are releasing carbon dioxide. But actually, it's not true. Why? Because our nose is just only capable to receive, to inhale the air, whatever is present in that environment. But it is not capable of only filtering the air, take only oxygen, not for other gases. Is it right? So some person has raised hand, but we will discuss later. Okay. Just busy with listening, not with wasting your time by raising hands and chatting. Right. So, in the respiration, we are inhaling so many gases, but we utilizing the oxygen. That's it. In your higher classes, you will be discussing this point. The process by which air goes in and out of our body is called breathing. In this lesson, we will study about what happens when we, as well as other organisms, breathe. How does this process help in a respiration? Just inhaling the gas and exhaling the gas. Breathing. What happened to the inhaled gas? What is coming out from the exhaled gas? Okay. I'll be discussing this chapter. So in the topic of respiration in organisms, we are discussing about respiration in human beings. Okay. Let's find out how long a person can hold his or her breath. Use a watch with a seconds needle to time your breathing. If you don't have a watch, then practice counting at a uniform rate like the 1, 2, 3, 4 like seconds. You can measure the time by counting. Close your mouth and close your nose with your fingers so that air cannot pass through it. Imagine which time, how much time we will stay like this. Only a little. Don't practice. So here, how many breaths in a minute? Just hold your finger under the nose of your friends, just like this. All of you, I think you did this activity in your classrooms. The side with the fingernail should be face the nostrils. Ask your friend to breathe in and out normally, and you just count the breaths. How to count? As we know, whenever we are inhaling, we don't know anything, but when we are exhaling, when we are releasing the gas, automatically hot air touches your finger. 1, 2, like this. You can easily count the breath rate. What did you feel on your finger when your friend exhaled? Use this method to find out how many times your friend inhales and exhales in a minute. Did your friend inhale as many times as she exhaled in a minute? Yeah. Whenever we are inhaling the gas, automatically we exhale the gas. So one inhaling must be followed by exhaling. The same. The process of breathing in air is called inspiration, and that breathing out air is called expiration. That is inhalation and exhalation. The number of times we breathe in and breathe out air in a minute is called the respiration rate. This is depends upon the person, the age, and the living organism. For example, human beings, they may normally 15, 20, 25, 30, like that, according to their age, their respiration rate is there. Remember, keep in your mind and keep once about the dog, kuka. It breathes, their respiration rate is very high. It is breathing like rate is very fast. Okay. So like this, the breathing or respiration rate is depends upon the type of living organism. And for example, if we discuss about the human beings, the age of the living organism, either that is a child or an adolescent or an adult or an old age person, this respiration rate is different. So expiration rate increase after exercising. As we know, whenever we are doing skipping, running, and while we are playing games, automatically what happens? Our respiration rate increases. What happens? Our respiration rate increases means our inspiration and expiration. It means inhaling the gas and exhaling the gas, the rate is very, very speed. Okay. Next, come to the small discussion. Take a length of a twine or a measuring tape. Wrap the tape around the chest of one of your friends and measure the width of her or his chest. Hold the tape tightly and ask your friend to breathe in and out deeply a few seconds. What do you observe in this? Automatically, when we are inhaling, the chest is in normal, slow, and when we are exhaling, the chest, the measurement is varying in size. When we are inhaling, we are taking a deep breath. The air enters into your chest. What will happen to your chest? The size will increases automatically. Okay, we will discuss in the higher classes. So difference between inhaled and exhaled air. This is very, very important for your NMMS question. Exhale air from your nose on the back of your index finger, like this. Take a mirror, wipe out it clean with a cloth, blow air from your mouth on the surface of the mirror, like this. Whenever we are cleaning our spats, we may clean like this. So what will happen? We will notice that 2 points. Remember these 2 points carefully, children. The exhaled air is warm when compared with inhaled air. When we are inhaling, no change. But when you are exhaling, we will notice that warm air, gali vediga out. The exhaled air contains moisture. Whenever we blow the air on the mirror, what happens? Some moisture is there. So exhaled air contains temperature are warm and moisture in that. So carbon dioxide. One of the property of CO2 was lime water turned milky when this gas was passed through it. Remember this point. The property of the carbon dioxide is whenever the carbon dioxide is blown into a lime water, the lime water automatically turned into milky white. Milky white. Remember this point carefully. If you had a notepad, note it carefully. Okay. Discovery of the carbon dioxide. Van Helmont conducted an experiment that of burning charcoal, which leads to the formation of ash. The decrease in mass was due to formation of an invisible substance which he named as gas. Okay, it means he just weighed the charcoal before the burning and after burning he weighed the ash. So there must be a difference. So he thought that this difference must be turned into an invisible substance, that is gas, that is air. Okay. In 1756, Joseph Black studied this gas in more detail. He found that when limestone is heated or reacted with acids, it gives rise to a gas which he called as fixed air. Fixed air. Up to 1756, there is no term up to carbon dioxide. Later that, this fixed or vitiated air, this fixed air named as carbon dioxide. Remember that? Van Helmont and Joseph Black, they discovered on the carbon dioxide. Remember these two names. And one more discovery of oxygen. Joseph Priestley published his one research book, that is experiments and observations on different kinds of air, and proved that several gases released by the plants. Plants are not only releasing one or two types of several gases they are releasing. He discovered that although a candle burned out in a closed container, when he added a living sprig of mint to the container, the candle would continue to burn. Remember, when you burn a candle, you put a glass on this. What will happen? After some time, the candle will lit off. But when we add a small potted plant and you insert a candle and you put a bell jar, the candle is burning continuously. It means it is getting oxygen continuously. Where does the oxygen comes from? That oxygen coming from the plant. This is firstly thought and raised the point about Joseph Priestley. Next, Lavoisier also conducted several experiments on atmospheric air and knew that it contained many gases, and he identified Priestley's discovery as the active component of air for which he had been searching. He called it oxygen. Lavoisier named that oxygen. Remember these two experiments, children. Now, what does our breath contain? Remember these 2 points. We know that air is a mixture of several gases, not only oxygen and carbon dioxide. There are others as well. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, krypton, radon, xenon, so many gases are there. But their percentage is some sort of limited. Air also contains several suspended particles according to the environment. In some environment, clean air is there. In some environment, SPM, suspended particle matter, is very high. It means we call it as pollution. Like this. So the gases inhale and exhale. See here very clearly. Here I given a table. Oxygen, we are inhaling 210 units. It means ml per what the measuring is. But we are exhaling only 165 units only. What happened to the rest of the 45? What of the rest of the 45? It means we consume, we utilized that oxygen. Remember this one. We are inhaling, we are taking only 0.4% of the carbon dioxide, but we are exhaling 40 units of carbon dioxide. Oh, what a great content, great element. It means where this carbon dioxide means it is produced in our metabolic activities. You will study in our higher classes. Nitrogen other gases 790, 790 mostly equal, no problem. It shows our inhaled air and exhaled air is not similar. I think as you catch your point, catch this point. Okay. What does our breath contain? The air we breathe in does not contain only oxygen. It is a mixture of many gases. Similarly, the air we breathe out is not only carbon dioxide, but a mixture of several gases. The quantity of gases in every 1000 ml of inhale and exhale air is given below, that we taken a chart. Okay. Now we are entering very important zone, that is the respiratory organs, the respiratory system in different organisms according to our 7th class syllabus. Breathing in other animals. First one, fish. I think all of you observed the fish openly, or in the aquarium, or in the videos, oceans and rivers. Observe fishes in an aquarium. Fishes continuously open and close their mouth in water. Why do the flaps on both sides of the head alternately open and close? See here, whenever see here, according to my cursor, whenever air or water enters into the mouth of the fish, it passes through the gills, this red type of flaps. Okay. If you look below the flaps, you will see the red colored gills. They are called as gills. Gills are the respiratory organs in the fishes. These are the respiratory organs of the fish. The water that enters the mouth flows through the both gills as it comes out of the flaps. The gills absorb the oxygen that is dissolved in the water. This oxygen is carried to different parts of the body. It means whenever the water is passing just on the gills, automatically gills absorb the oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. Just diffusion. Okay. Now coming to the frog. Frog is able to stay on land, in water, and even under the ground. How does it manage to do so? It means frog is an amphibian. Amphibian. As we know that oxygen is present in the environment or atmosphere. Oxygen is present in the water also in dissolved condition. Our lungs are able to absorb only atmospheric oxygen. Oxygen is also present in the water in the dissolved condition. But our lungs does not able to receive the dissolved oxygen from the water. Because of this reason, we are unable to breathe in the water. But frog it has lungs, and of course, through the skin also it respires. Because of this reason only, it stays on the land, on water, in underground. To breathe on land, it has lungs, while it goes deep underground and sleeps twice every year. Its moist skin takes over the functions of its lungs. So by the skin, by the lungs, by two types, the frog are respiring easily. What about the baby frogs? They are looking like the small fishes, but actually they are not small fishes. They are the tadpole larvae. In baby frogs or tadpoles, there are special organs like that of fishes called gills. Remember, frogs also came from the evolution of fishes. Okay, the chordates, 5 groups are there: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. So in the evolutionary stages, you will learn or study in the higher classes. So tadpoles also, they show a typical gills like fishes. These gills help them to breathe in water by taking in the air dissolved in water. Tadpoles of the frog live only in water, but the frog lives either on the land or in water. Sometimes you may see frogs under the soil also. By the moist skin, it can manage, as you know. Next, the cockroach. Just all of you aware of these cockroaches? They may present here and more. All the insects. A cockroach has small openings on the sides of its body. Sides, remember, its sides. Other insects have similar openings. On the underside of the cockroach, in each segment, there are small holes which are connected through a respiratory tubes in a network. ప్రతి సైడ్ కు చిన్న చిన్న రంధ్రాలు ఉంటాయి, లోపల ఉన్నటువంటి పైప్స్ మొత్తానికి ఇవి కనెక్ట్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, these help the cockroach to breathe. These holes are called spiracles. The holes which are present underside, each and every side, they are called as spiracles. Remember this point carefully, children. This is one of the questions asked in last year NMMS examinations. The holes which are used in the respiratory system of cockroaches, they are called as spiracles. The network of spiracles tubes or respiratory tubes called trachea, or tracheal respiration is present in the cockroaches and insects. From these spiracles, circulate it throughout the body, collect it back and send it out through these spiracles. So, spiracles and tracheal respiratory system present in the cockroach and insects. Remember this one. Next, earthworms. All of you aware and observe the earthworms in your surroundings. Earthworms breathe through their skin. It is thin and moist with minute holes, invisible, small, invisible to our naked eye. Through the skin, air passes in and out through the diffusion. The earthworm thus breathes throughout its whole body surface. Name some other animals that breathe throughout their skin. Before that, we discussed about the frog also in certain conditions. It is also breathing throughout its skin. So, in higher classes, we will learn about this system. This is called as cutaneous respiration. The respiration through the skin. So, respiration in plants. All we know, plants are also the living organisms. They are also breathe like other living organisms and human beings. We have studied in 6th class about the parts in plant. I think we also discussed about this part. In the plants that help in gases exchange. What is that? We discuss about nose of the plant. Nose of the plant. What is that? What is the nose of the plant? Stomata. Yeah, very good. Stomata. The stomata present on surface of leaves. And remember, children, some lenticels, small pores also present on the surface of stems. You will learn in the higher classes about these two. So the plants respire through stomata and lenticels. Most of the stomata, 90% respiration takes place through stomata only. The stomata present on the leaves, in the leaves. Lenticels present on the stem. Okay. Respiration in sprouted seeds. In spreads, in sprouted seeds, birds, flowers, all the parts are generally they're performing respiration. On the basis of our observation in these experiments, we can say that flowers, birds, and sprouted seeds can respire. But those respiration rate is very slow. Just we can't imagine, and that is smallly observable. Okay. So respiration in living organisms. Plants respire like us, but it is difficult to observe this through experiments. Both plants and animals use oxygen during respiration. In respiration, plants also, they may intake oxygen and they may release carbon dioxide. Don't be confused. Living organisms and plants also, in their respiration, they may use oxygen only and they may release carbon dioxide. Okay. So now come on to the chart, all the students. We just discuss about these few with your discussion. Come on to the first question. Identify the correct one, give reasons. The process of a gaseous exchange is A. Respiration, B. Circulation, C. Digestion, D. Inhalation. Now tell me, what is the process of gaseous exchange? What is that? A. Someone is say D. Mr. Andog saying D and Pranav is saying A. A. Respiration. Any more? Only A and D. Is there any option? Yeah, B is there. So Dan is saying B. Is it circulation? Abhilash, A. Okay, okay. Finally, we conclude. Taking air, inhalation, releasing air, exhalation. But here we are saying gaseous exchange. Taking and releasing, both are called as A. Respiration. Respiration is right. Remember this point, children. Don't be confused. Circulation related to the transportation and blood circulation. Digestion, as you know. Okay, this is A. Respiration. Right. Go to the second one. Second question. Put your answers by 2. 2. Plants respire through. Plants. Spiracles, lenticels, stomata, D. Alveoli. Of course, here some answer is also there, but yeah, you can say B and C. That is right. But here I can add one thing. The plants mostly respire through. Not AD, it is correct. Only we can say C. The plants respire through stomata. Why stomata? We discussed this about in 6th class and 7th class. Why? Stomata are the noses of the plant. Like nose. We respire through nose. So Plants also respire through nose. That is C, stomata. Remember this one carefully. Okay? Right. Go to the third question. Which of the following animals respire through skin and lungs? Skin and lungs, both are present. Skin and lungs. A, fish. B, frog. C, snake. D, earthworm. Yeah, all are saying B. Very good. It's frog. Okay. Universally acceptable. It's frog. Yeah, it's amphibian. Now coming to the fourth question. What will happen when you blow air? Yeah. What will happen when you blow air into the test tube containing lime water? Remains same. B, turn to blue color. C, turns to milky white. D, becomes invisible or becomes normal. Yeah, what's your answer? B or C? How, Abhilash? How? Why B or C? Is it only one? A, B, C, D, only one option, not B or C or D or E. There is no options. B is the wrong answer, Shahida. That is turns into blue color. Are we discussed about blue color? No. Remain same. Asmita is also wrong. C is right. Nishita A is wrong. Asmita C is right. Turns to milky white. We discuss about this point carefully. When carbon dioxide passes to the lime water, it will turns into milky white color. When we are blow air into test tube, it means when we are blowing, it contains carbon dioxide. It automatically turns into milky white color. Yeah. So last and final question. Respiratory organs of cockroach. Lungs. A. B, gills. C, lenticels. D, trachea. Nishita, why B? D, trachea. Siddhartha, D, Abhilash, B. Why, Abhilash? Where are you? Are you listening or not? Venkatesh, D. Manaswini, C. How? See, lenticels present on the plants, particularly on the stem. We are discussing about respiratory organs of cockroach, bodhinka, kitakalu, vallabhama, insects. Yeah. Now D. Who is that N? They are saying B. No. D is the right answer. Trachea. Just now we discussed. In cockroach, side down, so many holes are there. They are called as spiracles. All the spiracles connected through the tubes, those are called as trachea. Those are called as trachea. Okay. So this is about simply your respiration in living organisms. Children, once again, listen carefully. Only 5 to 8 expected questions are there from the chapter. Only 8 points simply. One is inhaled gas and exhaled air is not similar. Exhaled air contains warmth and moisture. Okay. The respiratory organs in fish are gills. The respiratory organs in frog are skin and lungs. The respiratory organs in earthworm are throughout the skin. The respiratory organs in the frog, tadpoles, gills. The respiratory organs in the cockroaches are trachea, spiracles. The respiratory part in the plants, particularly most of the respiration takes place most of the gaseous exchange takes place through stomata. Like our nose, stomata are the main gaseous exchange part or the respiratory organ in the plants. So this is about your respiration in living organisms topic. Thank you one and all. And Bharat sir, now if any doubts, children, come on to the chart. Any doubts we will discuss here. Oh, simply saying thank you means no doubts. Thank you. Of course, there is two possibilities. No doubt means the lesson is completely understood by you, or nothing is understood by you. Okay, right? Thank you, Bharat sir. Okay, let to be concluded.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.